Sorry, you gotta say there was spit everywhere. Okay, so today we're doing real talk. We're gonna have a moment where we just like get real with you. We'll use our degree a little bit to get into this, and just some stuff that you like need to know for life. Today is credit scores and credit cards.
Honestly, we think that people need to learn about this. People such as I. So I will be actually asking April some questions because I don't know enough about things like this. If I am a young millennial adult, what do I do? Like, what do I do first when approaching like the topic of credit? Like, what do I do?
So the first thing I would do is find out your score. I like to use Credit Karma because it has an app, it's free, and it's just like, I feel like it's safer than using the others. Whenever you check your credit on Credit Karma, it doesn't dock your, like, it doesn't do a hard check, so it doesn't lower your credit score.
Credit Karma. It's a little green icon.
Yeah. So it'll ask you some security questions. You go through, and sometimes the answer is none of the above, so don't be alarmed if you're like, I don't know what any of these are. Maybe it's because the answer is none.
They're checking your security, so if they're like, tell me about your mortgage, and you're like, I don't own a house yet, and then
the answer's no.
No.
So once you're there, you found out your credit score. 300 to like 580 is like, oh no, you did something. About 580 to like 640 is like you did something, or you just like are brand new, you have nothing. And then the next one is 640 to like 700, which is good or average, and then everything from there up is considered like great or excellent.
My credit score kind of sucks, and or I don't have a credit card yet, so like what do I do to raise my score and figure it out?
Okay, so from there you'll need a secured card is most likely what you'll be approved for.
What's a secured card?
Oh, I'm glad you asked. So a secured card is something where you have to put money in. It's like a deposit, kind of like whenever you're getting an apartment. And then you usually have a small limit, like $200 to like $500 maybe. And you have to pretty much prove yourself that like, yes, I will pay this card consistently and I will not have a balance and all of that fun stuff, and you do get that deposit back. That's basically how you'll build up your credit. And for everyone, check NerdWallet. That's where you'll find all of these different credit cards that you can like pick and choose, compare against, and as long as you know what your credit score is, it'll let you know where you fall in, like if you'll be
approved.
Yeah, if you'll be approved, or like if you're wasting your time. And don't apply to a bunch of different credit cards if you know you're not going to get approved for them, because it will reflect poorly on your score. It'll lower it each time, most likely.
Okay, so now that I have got my like secure credit card, I built up my credit, like what steps should I take to like keep it there or make it higher?
My favorite trick is to not use my credit card as if it was a credit card, and look at it more as like, this is my debit card. What is in my checking right now, and what is I am willing to let that checking get to is all I will spend. So
basically like don't spend more than you have.
Exactly. And then also on top of that, pay it as it hits your card. So you're not sitting like having to pay a $200 bill at the end of the month and you're like, oh damn.
Now that I have my credit, like what kind of rewards are there to where I could get my credit cards to benefit me rather than just like being cards I use?
Okay, so on to NerdWallet, there's actually different categories. I wish they would pay us.
Oh, I know.
Anyways, so they have these different categories you can click on whenever you go to compare the credit cards. If you want one that is big on rewards or cash back, you'll click on that, or travel. There's all these different options for you to pick and choose from. And then you can compare them side by side, so you can look at them and see what are the pros, what are the cons, if there's an annual fee for that card, and like all these super fun stuff about it, and you can pick and choose and pick your card.
So like, what if I have too many credit cards now? What would I do? How could I tell which credit card to close and which ones to keep?
Okay, so I like to look at it as you have all of these lines of credit, and all of those together is your amount that you have available to you in credit. The higher that number is and the lower amount of utilization, whatever that ratio is, like as long as that number is really, really small, then it's your credit score benefits from that. So if you cancel a card, it may like bring your credit score down. So I like to not cancel cards unless it is a card that has a annual fee that you do not use. You do not want to be spending like $95 a year if you're not using that card at all. So it's otherwise, if no one else has access to it and it's just sitting in your account, then and there's no balance on it, then it's okay to keep.
I learned a lot, honestly, like from asking these questions, and we hope that we could help with this video some confused millennials,
Emily,
such as people in our age group are just trying to figure out life, and we are trying to help each other.
Talk to your friends about it. Make sure you're helping each other. Don't like keep your credit score a secret. Like if you tell someone else, they can help you.
out.
Or if you end up having a really good one, don't feel bad about it. Help other people. Don't just like chill with your score and be like, it's money.
Que take my score from me.
Nerd
Nerd wallet.
Nerd wallet. Hey.
Nerd wallet is the best.
I really do like it
I
a
actually,
lot.
yeah, it's
Like
great.
so much.
Like we're not just saying that.
This is not a paid program yet.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored yet.